Okay, guys, I am finally here. We had some technical difficulties today, and I'm recording from the phone, not the camera, because I couldn't go live on the computer or Wi-Fi. Ouch, those lights already got hot. So I'm here. But I am going to pull chat up if I can. Hi, y'all. Thank you for coming. I'm working on trying. Well, I can see chat on here, but I don't know that I'm going to be able to pull it up on the computer at all. Hi, Tina. So today, I don't really have anything planned. I was planning on doing the Halloween book, but my desk is a disaster. And so I decided we would reorganize my desk. Hi, Joe. Thank you for coming. Hi, Awesome or Beautiful Awesome. Thank you for coming. And so we're just going to chat, catch up. And if you're wanting to do the craft along on Saturday, which was in last Saturday's video, what we're doing, and you have questions, I figured I could answer those while I'm cleaning and straightening because I can't, it's horrible. And I'm trying to get organized because I've got craft stuff strode from one end of it's a great room. It's one room that's like 30 feet long. I think that's about right. Yeah. And it's the living room and the kitchen. My table is in the kitchen, but I've got crafting stuff everywhere right now. And it's driving me up a wall, just to be honest. And I'm not going to be able to do this and go, I can't see chat on there. So I'm just going to get rid of the computer altogether and do what we normally do on the phone. This way. So I may have to step away from the desk. Ouch. I just ran over my foot. I'm trying to organize. I've got paper stacks of different things that I'm trying to do. And I was going to try to work on getting that organized today. Throwing stuff away. Just a whole bunch of stuff. And I figured instead of not going live, I could come on here and go live and talk to you guys while I sit here and sort through paper and put it in things. So I figured we could just sit and chat for a minute. It's more fun to talk to people while you're cleaning than just to clean. That's my theory anyway, and I'm going to stick to it. Because right now I can't really do anything on my desk. It's in that state of being. Y'all see a nice clean spot? This is the extent of the clean on my desk. Right here is glue. Right off camera is Mod Podge gesso bottle with brushes in it. Over here is the computer. It's back in the corner. The mouse, which I'm moving because I don't need it. And that's that. But then behind, back here, this is where the mess happens. Like I have this whole little bin of the cutters we were using to make clay, the little clay pieces, some ephemera parts. This, I need to put all this away. Ooh, a big old needle. That needs to go somewhere else so I don't poke myself. But yeah, see, so this is the kind of thing I'm dealing with. Everything in little itty bitty things, and I need to fix it better. So how do y'all organize? Maybe I should ask that. What are y'all's organizing tips that you can help me with? Because I seem to be having a problem. And I got to go turn my air on. It's like really hot in here. Nothing, you're going to freeze. So I'm back again. So any organizational tips would be helpful. I used to think I was an organized person until my stuff overtook my space. I think that's my problem. My stuff overtook my space. So I'm going to put paper there. Okay. I'm going to pick up my first stack of junk that I need to organize. Oh, so Tina, you're in the same boat I'm in. Well, these are really brittle book pages that I'm using just as background, because if you touch them, they fall apart. So this is stuff to make paper clips out of. And this is ephemera parts. Yep. Okay. This is, I think, my stack of stuff for making ephemera to go in the Etsy store. And I can put it all in that bag, and then that will be better. Yes, that is what every bit of this is. So, slide it in this baggie, because that's what goes in this baggie. So that's a start. I got a baggie going. Now, what's over? See, that's me. I'm just, like I said, I like to think I'm organized, but I'm not, evidently. Ooh, bird cages. I need to keep, see, and then I see stuff like this, and it's like, I need to keep them out. No, I need to put them away and then find them again. Well, those are cute. Tea bags that I coffee dyed. Glass. Okay, let's see. What is this stuff? Well, I could use those in my making stuff for the internet. Oh, I bet I could use a whole bunch of this and eliminate a bag. See, here's what I do. Internet, I can use a lot of this. Coffee dyed coffee filters. That's funny, coffee dyed coffee filters. Yes, I know. When I put it away, I'm going to forget about it. I got tags, cut aparts. Oh, journaling cards. See, this is the stuff I need all this to put in the Etsy store. Or to use in making my ephemera packs for the Etsy store. So, where did that packet go I just had my hands on? And that fast, I lost that Ziploc baggie. And I use a Ziploc baggie filing system. So, put all this in here. Cut aparts. I actually have another thing to put cut aparts in, but right now, because I can use them for paper clips and everything, they're going right back. They're going in this other bag. That was a cut off of a book cover. Oh, photos. Stuff I can use. Put it in there. That was cut off of a book cover. Oh, you know what? This would be great for stiffening a spine with. And we're going to be making a journal next week. I knew I had another roll of that, but I opened the other roll the other day. Why? Because I couldn't find that one. Because it was stuck in my bin. Okay. So, and I got a garbage can right here handy, so I can throw stuff in it as I go. Hi, Stephanie. How are you? Thank you for coming. And so, let's see. Now I have a whole nother baggie of stuff. What journal was this stuff from? Oh, brown craft paper. I actually have a box this goes in, so I'm going to set it off to the side. More stuff I can use, making stuff for the internet. And I'm still working on those ephemera packages, you guys, to put in the Etsy store. And my thing is, I don't need to save everything. I got to learn how to throw some stuff in the garbage can and get rid of it. That's what I have to learn how to do. Stop saving everything. However, some of these might have some, like this has double-sided tape on it, so I could use it for washi tape. That's what that one is. That one is that way. That one is that way. That one. These don't, but they're still, see, they're pretty. I don't want to get rid of them because I can use them. That's napkin paper. Oh, pretties. All of this I can use to make ephemera in the store. I wish I remembered I had all this before I printed out more stuff. That would have been helpful. Would have been some helpful. Okay. Now, I'm going to keep the little washi tape pieces because they're useful. Those in this bag. I can use this, put this in this bag. I can use my napkin. Now, these I don't think I'm going to save. Although that is, oh wait, that's got tape on it. Right? The back of that feels weird. It may have tape on it because it doesn't feel like paper. So I'll save it just in case because that one feels like paper. These do not feel like paper. I don't think they are. I think I made washi tape. Yes, I did. Okay, so since these are washi tape pieces, in the baggie they go. This is all going to be considered garbage, and it's going where it should have went a while back. The garbage bin. Which I now have my cutter on. Hang on. And that's like paper clips. Little paper clip ephemeras. I can put those off to the side for now. Okay. That can go in the garbage, garbage, garbage. These are blue jean cutoffs, but I can use these to make tags. Oh, those would be some pretty tags. And then just extra printed paper. Oh, that's a napkin page. These would make pretty tags. Yep. So, all my little napkin papers. I'm going to save to make tags on. Or tags out of them. Oh, House Mouse Christmas. We're going to make something with that later. Oh, and a House Mouse Halloween. Wish I'd remembered I had that when I was working on the Halloween journal. That could have come in handy. Okay, I can use these. That's blurry. Blurry, blurry, blurry. Oh, I like that. Okay, things I blew up too much go in the garbage. What else is in here? An ephemera pack. Could come in handy. Die cuts for the die cut machine that I'm going to get at some point in the future. I'm really planning it because I'm already getting die cut or dies. Another piece of material that can be used to strengthen the spine because I don't have canvas, but I have old blue jean material. Hi, Tanya. How are you? Hi, Brenda. Thank you for coming. We're just chatting while I organize stuff because my stuff's a mess. I got to put my stamps where all my stamps go. So I'm trying to organize stuff and clean because I'm so unorganized lately. Why did I save all these cutoffs? Because they can be used for stuff. They're wide enough to make small tags. That's why. So in the baggie they will go for the ephemera stuff for the store. This. Okay, I said the napkin papers and this. I can make tags out of all of that, so. Or envelopes or something. So, in my little package, it's going to go. My package is getting rather full and bulky, but that's okay. That's going to go in the garbage, Okay. Now I got to get this bin where I can deal with what's in the bin. Because I found a glue stick, another tea bag, more stuff that can go in the other folder. And I think I have actually cleaned out a bin. Yay, we cleaned a bin. Oops, I dropped something. Where did it go? Okay. Find it later. Throwing that away. I don't know what I'm going to do with these things. That's garbage. Garbage, garbage, garbage. Some of these might come in handy to be used like in altered books. So, yeah. So I'll keep these, but they're going to go in a different baggie. Probably in this one when I empty this one out, because this is more stuff I can turn into washi tape and more stuff I can use to make ephemera for the Etsy store packages. So now, this is journal pages. I'm going to put them here for now. Okay. These could be made into tags, so they need to go in the other folder. Even though they're not folders, they're Ziploc baggies. I treat them like they're folders. Okay, these are things that could be used as covers, tags, whatevers. These antique book pages. Okay, this stuff has a place that it really belongs. I just need to get it in that place. Those are tiny ones. Oh, I have a journal. Those would be great in. But right now, I'm just going to clean up and put stuff where it goes. Ooh, I need those to go in that baggie. Okay, my little scissors and my tape. They're going to go over there with the rest of that stuff. I'm going to throw these little tiny offcuts away. And I know you're not supposed to throw offcuts away, but I can't save everything. That becomes a hoarder situation. Save my blue jeans so I can use them to stiffen spines in books. Because I don't have, what's that stuff called? Tyvek. I don't have any Tyvek, but this will work because it's like canvas. So I'm going to put those in my empty bin that I cleaned out. Okay. Yeah, I got one bin cleaned out and 2 baggies made and stuff that's got to get put where it goes. Now I'm going back through chat. Hi, Clara. Thank you for coming. Make sure I didn't miss anybody else. Oh, cool, Brenda. So it started. Yay. Can't wait. I want to see a tour of it when it's all up and running and everything. Oh, Steph, yeah, I'm a borderline hoarder, and I can't. With this small of a space, I can't save everything because there's no room. Hi, Susan. cool. If I saved every little cut off piece of paper and every like stuff, I would be overrun with paper scraps and that kind of thing. And these are little tags that I painted to make paper clips. I have to cut them out, but they are painted in the colors that I wanted. And now they're in a little stack. So they're going to go in that little ephemera baggie. So I can make the paper clip beads or paper clip tags to go in the ephemera packs that I'm making. And I'm still cutting out stuff and making stuff for those. Ooh. These are tiny enough. They would work for that. Some of them would work. I will put them in that bag. There we go. These over here. And then see, my husband does not help me because I have a bag down here in the floor because I couldn't put it away. So I might as well show y'all what's in it. Well, E6000, because I told him I was almost out, but he had already bought, oh, wow, that's a giant tube. Lord have mercy. Normally we get this size of a tube. I have never seen one that big, and that's going to ooze everywhere. I had to figure out what to do with that tube, because that's ridiculous. But I told him, and then he bought me a tube, and then he went back to the store and he got me 2 more. I don't know why. I was out of glossy accents. So that's necessary, but he bought 2. See, he does one in a backup. I don't understand it. And then, and y'all understand, he don't make journals. He's just trying to be helpful. And this was helpful. He got me some little fairy tale little book charms, and they actually open. So when I make my fairy journal, I'm going to put those on there. Hi, Joy. How are you? Thank you for coming. Sell the scraps, Clara? Really? Instead of throwing them? Well, I might now I want to kind of fish through the garbage. No, I'm not. But sell the scraps, like the little offcuts of. Oh, I should try. Okay, cool, Claire. Thank you. I will. Definitely. Well, hang on. They're right here on top. I will snatch this stuff back. Where'd them little colorful ones go? This is horrible, y'all. At least it's only paper garbage. Okay, so these. You're saying save these and put them in packets? Well, see, and I was just going to throw this stuff away. Coffee dyed paper. Because I can't hang on to all of it. But I guess I could put it in Ziploc baggies and load it in the Etsy store. For Franken papers. Or send them in Happy Mail. So he got me these little fairy tale ones. And then, oh, y'all flip over. Oh, it helps if you hold them right side up. He got me these, which are fairy tale. They're made by Fairy Tale as well. But it's like card suits. And I thought those were cute. He got me these keys with blingies on them. I love these. And then he bought me some fairies. Because he knows I was going to make a fairy journal. So he got me some little fairy charms. So, put these over here with the other things I know I got to put away. Oh, wait. Those are over here. This I just thought was ridiculous. This, I never even, when I looked at that, saw that was that big. That's crazy. Let him buy and choose. I know, but he does our groceries that way. He does everything that way. Thank you. I love the charms, and I didn't know he was getting them. I had sent him to get glossy accents and something, and he comes back with these things, which the glossy accents I needed, I was out of it. But he's like, surprises. I should have paid attention. That's a surprise right there. And it was only $5. Look at this, y'all. He got it at Hobby Lobby, $5.99. I wish there was a price on this one. Because normally this is like $6 or $7. And this is 3.7 ounces, and this is a 2-ounce tube. Very cool. Now I got to go put these away where they go and the glossy accents. I'll be right back. because they go in the other room in a drawer. But at least they have a home. Okay, so I got those put away. Now, I'm in here trying to decide what else I need to go through. What's next on the agenda? Well, this needs to go in this other baggie. Okay. So, oh, what's next on the agenda? I'm looking at a table that's like buried. Okay. Yes, Susan, he does get the right things. He's amazing. Or, here's the thing. The other day, I was chatting with Joe because we chat all the time. And I'm like, hang on, hubby's calling. So, I go to take the phone call. Oh, hey, Lainey, thank you for coming. I'm hoping not for years. I need to get this done. Hi, Deborah. How are you? Thank you so much for coming. So anyway, I take the phone call. And before the phone call, I get a message with a picture that said, which one is yours? Oh, where's that bag? I don't know. And I'm like, and it was a picture of calendars. And I'm like, which one is mine? I don't have any of them. So then he calls and I answered the call and he's like, so which one do you want? And I'm like, what do you mean, which one do I want? He said, I'm at the store. They have the calendars. Which one do you want? Now, I got to remember, I probably put it where it goes right off the bat. Because I don't know where it is. But, so I picked out one. And it was a little puppy one because I'm going to make a little puppy doggy journal. And it would go great with my little puppies. Yeah, I must have put it away because it's not like handy. And so... But he sends me pictures when he's out and has me pick stuff, which is kind of cool. It is cool. But he does that kind of thing all the time. So, but I wasn't expecting that either. Because he knows I use the pictures and the calendars. I can make envelopes. I can glue them down on pages, the little ones on the back. So I was telling him, show me the ones on the back. So I wouldn't just go by the front cover. And he would turn it around. He does, but see, here's the thing. Nick's brother's married, but Nick is the baby of the family. I about died while on the ages of his brothers and sisters. He has one sister. They're as old as my parents. I'm like, he's like 2 years older than me, but he's the baby. And there's 10 years between him and his sister, so he was like a surprise baby. And when he told me that, I'm like, your sister and brothers are like my parents' age. That's just weird. And it is weird. They are my parents' age. So he does have a brother, but he's much, I think Donnie is like 12 or 13 years older than Nick. Yeah, he's old. That was horrible. I hope they don't watch my videos. That wasn't nice at all. That's just not nice. But Nick is 56, so that would make Donnie like 68. Well, that's not old yet, but it's getting there. Okay, so I need to put these things in ephemera or something. This goes with this. This is for Saturday's project. That's for Saturday's project. Put these in this baggie. I got these napkins from AliExpress so I can make more pretty covers. Because my niece, I'm making her journal for Christmas, and I really needed one napkin to make her journal. But you can't buy just, well, I guess you could have bought just one, but I got the whole pack. So I can put this on her journal for her cover. And I know those go, there's a napkin box. This, I pulled the staples out so I have longer sheets of paper that I gesso over and use for envelopes and that kind of thing. This is, I'm going to experiment, you guys. Soft book covers. I want to make a journal. This cover measures almost 5.5 by, it's a little bigger than 8.5 because when I print the pages out, pages are going to print 11 by 8.5. So I figured this is a good size cover. I'm going to attach fabric. I have one under attached fabric. So instead of putting card, this is Pellon. And it's kind of like thick felt. So I'm going to use this for my cover backing. And then I'll attach paper in here. I have a hangnail or something. It's going to be a trial. So I found my Pellon. I was using this to measure with to make sure I got it the right size and everything. Because that's a paper. So that's what that is. But see, that doesn't need to go with this because that's going to be a cover. I have stencils over here that need to go back in the stencil box. But first it needs to go back in its stencil package from where I was stenciling a journal. See, it's like stuff comes over here to my desk for me to craft. But it just continues to live here after that. Hi, Patricia. Well, Susan, if he wasn't married, but he also lives in Maryland, and it's that weather. Thank you, Lainey. I got them from AliExpress. And I had already made a journal. The giveaway journal had one similar to this in it. I thought this was those. It's not the exact same thing, but it's very close. And so that's what I'm going to use. Hi, Patty. How are you? And thank you for coming. I know, no married men, right? So I'm going to make covers now. If I do make covers out of these, they would be probably put on cardstock. Would anybody be interested in buying them from the Etsy store? You sound like me, Brenda. I can throw a 3-year-old temper tantrum like you would not believe. Hi, Tina. So would this be something if I made covers out of this and put them in the Etsy store that you all would be interested in buying? And I know y'all have seen my napkin covers, or my napkin paper covers that I've made because I've covered several journals in napkin paper. Or I hadn't made several journals, but I've covered them in napkin paper, a couple. And I also sent napkin paper like to, oh, goodness gracious. The Cameo journal was napkin paper. I sent one of those to Kathy of Kathy's Creative Life, which she's not going to make a cover out of because she said it was too pretty to cover. So I'm going to order more Cameo napkins so that I can send her another one. I've got another cover that's ready to go right over here. See, this is in this stack of stuff on this other table. Whoops, can't do that. Show you all that in a minute. That's a work in progress. I'm making a little mini journal out of one. This is a napkin. It was a very small napkin. Napkin packs that are mixed. Okay. This was a napkin that was gifted to me in Happy Meal, but as you can see, this is only 2 panels of it. It was a smaller napkin. So I decided it would make a cute, like, little pocket journal thing I made like faux leather on the inside out of tissue paper. I've then taken my cut-offs of some pages and put them in here as a signature. I have not sewed it in yet. So that's something I could make and just drop in my purse. So that's sitting over there waiting to be done. Are these full-size file folders or cut-apart file folders? These are cut-apart file folders. Nope, there's a whole one. Because they make great cardstock. And it's cream-colored, so I don't have to paint it instead of bright white. So that's what those are. See, I've just got stuff stacked over here. Just stacked, people. Let me pull this. Well, I found my stack of file folders I couldn't find the other day. Tissue paper. I don't know what was on that, but here's another napkin. But this is a Dollar Tree napkin that's 1 square. I don't really know what to do with that. I'm working on it. So let's see. Photo paper, a sticker tag card, more photo paper from when I was playing with alcohol ink. Uh-oh. I think there's a difference in this photo paper. I'm trying to see. I guess I'll know when I go to use it. But anyway, photo paper from when I was playing. Last time we played with the markers. Envelopes. This was stuff to coffee dye that I didn't get around to coffee dyeing yet. So that's what that stack is. I need to put that somewhere else. Manila envelopes. I use these for covers. Right now I'm going to stack that over there. Mailing labels. That I could cut out and use. As ephemera, so it'll go with that bag. Which is about full. Mailing labels for sending happy mail. Here's the napkin that's ready to become a cover. And the other 2 squares on book paper to become tags. And this is 9 by 12 paper from the Dollar Tree. So let me put that with that other cover I had. It's over here. No, up there. Okay. Mother thinks I can use these books for ephemera unless you're making fishing things. Not really. And I'm not into fish. Although that's kind of pretty. But I'm going to just toss it. Because I don't need the fishy book. Okay, some little flags that are glued together. So they go in the ephemera pack. Tissue paper. More stamps. I told him I needed 1 steno pad, and I'll show you that in a moment. And he comes home with 3 because, like I said, he buys extras. I don't understand it, but he does it. I'm making progress on my table. So this is a glued together, I don't know why, but I also gessoed it, file folder. That's kind of cool. And these are mostly intact file folders. So let me put these with the other ones, even though they're cut apart, and put this gessoed glued one on here. I don't know. I was going to make something with this. You know what? It may have been a book cover because that would be a good book cover. Now that it's all doubled up and glued. So I'll put it with the book covers. And I can glue something to that. Okay. We're making progress. A pack of tickets. And I have these go in my sticker bin. So put them up there to go in the sticker bin. Some felt. Yeah. This goes with these other cards over here that I just had a while ago. This can be turned into tags once I paint over what I wrote on. But I'm going to put this in this baggie. Those would make great large tags, just gesso over them so stuff will stick. A popsicle stick, another card, these little doohickeys. Oh, I had another question for y'all. Hi, May, how are you? And while I'm just trying to clean and reorganize. Okay, I got lost with the alcohol drip backgrounds. Oh, the photo paper. There's some videos on here, fun with alcohol ink. I use it for alcohol ink, but mine are different. I will drop the ink on, spray it with alcohol so the ink will move. I've done it with markers. My husband bought me a whole set of Sharpies that are all different colors, and they make the best inky background papers. And you have to do it on the back side, not on the front, because if you do it on the front, what happens is it soaks under and it won't move. So if you flip it over, it kind of acts like Yupo paper. I guess maybe we should do another one of those videos in the future. Because it's been a while, and I think I gave all my paper away that I made. That's been a while. Okay, so these go in the napkin box. Those go right there with it. These go in the box that should be over here, but I can't get to it. Set them over there for now. This is for Saturday. I'm going to leave it here. You already saw this little book that I'm working on. And then there's this book, which y'all have not seen, because I wasn't sure. This is why I needed the steno pads. I know, Susan, and they're very cool. But those you have to, those are usually albums, and you use the file folder for the pages, and it has to be measured and stuff. So here's what I needed the steno pad for. This is a napkin. Make sure it's right side up before I open it. So Brenda had gifted me a 6x6 paper pad and a Happy Meal. And I really wasn't sure, why are these in here? Oh, for pockets. And this was the paper pad. And I pulled out most of the pages and they're ready to go. And so I was trying to figure out how I could use this paper pad. I love it in a journal. So this is what I came up with. I have not seen anybody else do this. I may not be the originator, but I thought it was a cool idea. Steno pads are 6 inches. They are longer, but this one has been cut, and I still need to trim some pages when it's done. And I may put lace and stuff, so I don't know yet. So here's what I have done. Napkin. This is one of the pages from the book. And then because my paper, I glued 2 pieces of the steno pad paper together, tore out the rest. It's in a stack somewhere to be coffee dyed for lines on the back of things, like tags and journal cards. And I did not throw that away. So I have the cut off strips, plus I have the full strips that I took out. And so that's another piece of the pad of paper. And so I have turned this, and that's as far as, oh, there's another page. And that's a printed page that I printed because I didn't have enough papers to make it how I wanted. And then that's that. And then that's as far as I have gotten. And I have been painting around the edges with the pink color that matches the paper. But here, the rest of the pages are paper, and I have them separated into how they're going to go in the journal. So that's, you know, so that's going to be like the next page. But that's as far as I've gotten in this one. I've been doing it off camera, and then I made some little envelopes. I also have a bin because I like my little bins. These are the cut aparts that came in the paper pad. So I have sat and cut out all the little teeny tiny ephemera. In some cases, I glued the words on it already, made the little pockets. So this is the ephemera for this book. And it just lives in this little square bowl because it was big enough to store all of the little cut aparts in. So I can embellish once I get it built. Not built yet. We may do this online some. Would y'all like to see me do this online? Oh, you're welcome, Patty. Oh, they are great. The file folder, Susan, you're absolutely right. Okay, so this I'll set aside to work on online with you guys. I wasn't sure if it would be something everybody would be interested in, but if you buy a 6x6 paper pad and you cut down, I didn't have to do anything to the width of the steno pad. All I had to do was cut some length off, which I just held the ruler down and did the thing, you know, the rotary cutter thing. I kept the cover of the steno pad. This is the cardboard cover that came with the steno pad. I painted it, covered it with napkin on the outside, and then started using my paper pad. I don't have any more 6x6 paper pads, so if we want to make another one start to finish, I would have to buy a paper pad. But we could definitely finish this one online. And here's some coffee dyed things I was making to put in it, like little flip outs. And I cut an envelope down because it was that size and now it's not. So that kind of thing. This is just my paper to keep things from sticking as I'm working. So this is the stuff I do when I'm not talking to y'all online. I think, what can I make? So like something this little. This was something we could make too, because everybody has like the smaller napkin squares or that aren't as big as this. So, or you might find a small image that you like that you could make into a cover. Something like that. And I don't even remember how many pages I put in here, but I wasn't going to decorate this. This one wasn't designed to be decorated. It was just designed to make lists in, keep track of different things in. So I wasn't worried about it getting floofy because I wasn't going to decorate it. It was just going to be a plain thing to throw in my pocketbook and keep track of crap in. Stuff. Edit myself. Stuff. Oops. Now I got, oh, craft a lunch happening to the left. Okay. So that's all of that. Hubster bought me this book to alter. And I love this cover because it's nice and shiny. And it's hard. What I'm going to do, don't know yet if I'm going to tear pages out and keep pages in. Oh, wait a minute. I told him what to check for. This one, I can't cut a, well, I might be able to. There's not much space back there. I think it's more glued in. This one I might have to do as an altered book, where you keep it all and tear pages out, glue pages together, that kind of thing. It will work. So I could, that's what he bought it for, altered book. And Dollar Tree, you get a book for $1. Okay, that I need to save somewhere else. It's a billing information for my mother. Okay. Oh, no. I'm fixing to make a craft lunch happen over here. Hang on, y'all. One moment. While I move some stuff. Oh, where'd I put that stencil? Because now I found some more that it can go with. And I can get them all put together. Whoops. There it is. So, that can go with that. Okay. I don't know how many of you all were on Mary's channel when she was showing us her readers. But I made one. An ephemera storage book. And I should have cleaned this out before I printed stuff. And I just folded my papers and put excess thingies in here. A little spool. That can go in the Etsy store. Etsy store. I'll clean that while we go. Journaling cards. Pull those out. They're already made. Whoops. More stuff. Leave her in there. That would be pretty. Oh, all these little cut aparts. These are little flower ovals. I'm going to leave them in here. Little teeny tiny flowers. Those would be good on envelopes. Pull those. postcard thingies. This was made, okay, y'all are going to laugh. I didn't want to fold a Reader's Digest book. That's a lot of paper. So what I did, we have 2 Bubba Gump cookbooks. I only need 1 Bubba Gump cookbook. And when everybody we know already has them because Daddy bought like a box. And so they gave away to everybody we know. I think that's the end. Oh, look, a little teeny tiny toilet paper book that needs a signature in it. Okay, that's, oh, die cuts are back here. And a pretty tag. And some words. And a bow. Okay, I'm just going to leave those things in there. But that's the little book I made to store ephemera in. It will never close again because it's all folded up. Oh, words. Put those back here. Put the card back here. Save all that. This I'm going to put in that folder for the stuff to go online in the Etsy store. That I'm making ephemera from. I should not have printed out stuff. I should have just looked through what I already had. This, y'all said, could go in like a scrap baggy thing. So I'll do that. Oh, wait. I had an extra baggie. I'll put it in a different baggie because it's different things. Okay. So this does not have a home. I need to find it one. Oh, here's a little tiny flower. I could put those. Well, I'm not making anything that's that color, so I'll just leave them in here for now. It doesn't have a home because it has to lay flat, so no home. Hi, Misty. How are you? Okay, I'm sorry. I'm behind on chat. Susan, what was genius? Right, you could get 4 pieces from a 12 by 12 pad. Hi, Jean. How do we do this? It's, okay, let me go back. Find a spot. I took the pages in the book, and I can show you with another book. It's just, I don't have one handy right this moment. I folded it over. I didn't go all the way down to the bottom. And then I folded this over. And did I just tuck that behind? Yep, I just tucked that little flap in. And then it just holds. And then you just can store all your little ephemeras in there. Mary, actually, on Mary Forster's channel, she did a tutorial on the folding of a book. Oh, the steno pad. I kept thinking I had this paper pad. I wasn't doing anything with it, but I wanted to make a journal from it because I loved it. And thank you, Brenda, because Brenda sent it, and I loved it. And so I started looking at things around my house, different notebooks and things, and I could not find a notebook that would work. And then I found a steno book. And when I held that paper pad, let me get the cover out, the pad part. Hang on. Where are we at? Where'd the cover go? I don't want to take the pages out because I have them in order. So when I held the paper, hang on. Let me move this little booklet thing to somewhere temporary. Okay, so I had my paper pad, and I was measuring. Well, then I held it up against a steno book and I'm like, oh, that will work. And then I turned it the other way just to make sure, because sometimes, you know, it don't. Because I wanted, you know, be able to flip it. And it worked. And I'm like, okay, I just have to be able to cut the steno pad off. So I told my hubster, I need a steno pad. It's a 6" by 9" pad. I put this down, drew a line so I could figure it. And what I actually did, I did it inside the book. And I figured out that it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lines up is where I needed to make my cut. 6 whole lines. So I didn't count the one at the bottom. That's where I needed to make my cut for this 6 by 6 paper pad. And then I went through and I just started gluing. I think it was 2. I think I glued 3 pages together. 3 pages together. I did the cutoff first because I'm not gluing things I don't need to glue. So I cut it, went through and glued 3 pages together, 3 pages together until I knew how many pages I wanted the book to be. And then after that, I just tore out the remaining pages. I didn't glue them. And that's how my little booklet was born. So now I can make 2 more because Hubster, because he buys things in more than one when I tell him one, I now have 2 extras. So I could go find a little 6 by 6 paper pads and make some more little journals. In the future, I will gesso my paper so it doesn't warp because the paper, as you see, is warping. Or that could also be because I only glue on the edges. But I like it. Oh, let me put this back. So we'll work on that online. I am doing good, Misty. Thank you for asking. What kind of journal are you working on now, Misty? And I'm just trying to organize my mess of stuff. So here's an example of things came out that never got put back. That little drawer needs to get back in its little home. The googly eyes go in the stickers. These popsicle sticks don't live on my thing, but here they are. And my rings. Okay, let's see what we got over here. Whoa, craft a lynch. Oh, I found a key to something. I bet it's the one my husband was hunting for the lawnmower. And it got lost in amongst. What did I just hear? That. My stack of stuff. Because he didn't put his lawnmower key where his lawnmower key went. So it got stuck in amongst the crafty crap. Crafty stuff is not that. This is the paper I used for napkin covers. A 9 by 12 inch drawing pad from the Dollar Tree. 40 sheets. I've used the back of it for, so that's why it's minus the cardboard back. Because I didn't snatch that thing. Okay. Big paper clips in colors. I don't know what I'm doing with it. Oh, I found some alcohol things y'all were asking about, so I did not get rid of them all. I can show them to you. They were over here stuck in a stack of stuff. That was that. So now that I found them, I will show them to you guys. That can be made into taggy things. Oh, Lord. That's just junk. Okay, so this is what I make with my alcohol markers and photo paper. And it's on the back, so the glossy side is on the front. I draw lines or scribble colors, spray it with alcohol, and if I tilt it, you can see where I colored it. You can see the line striations in there. Right. You could use 12-inch paper without waste. You know, you could do, yeah, right, exactly. 6x6, that thing. And you could do that with, if you have a 12x12 pad. I don't have any paper pads other than that one. So I was trying to find a use for that one. And I love that paper. Hi, Susan. Sherry Miller, how are you today? Ooh, a nature one. That's so cool, Misty. I'm doing good, Sherry. So this is what I do. And then I spray it with alcohol. And that's what makes the ink move and what gives it the little splattery effects. And there's another one. And these make good little backgrounds, tags, cards, journaling cards. Other than you'd have to put something on the back because it's that glossy stuff. And this one, I'm trying to figure out. I colored on this one, sprayed it with alcohol, turned this one over, and got a second print. And that's how that one was. And then I sprayed them both with alcohol to get the alcohol to move. And that's what leaves these veinings. Then I sprayed it and just misted it to get all the little dots. And so this one is the one I colored on. I think this is a lifted print from this one where I sprayed it, flipped this over, and then sprayed it with alcohol, used the heat gun to move it. So we definitely need to do another video with these. Those are all I have left from the last time, though. I gave the rest of them away in Happy Mail. But those are those. Misty, I am so glad you're here. I've been making ephemera for the Etsy store. Purple. And you don't have to answer this in here. Message me on Facebook. It is with plain. Hang on. They're not where they go either. Like I said, stuff comes out and then just lives where it lives. Hang on. They're right over here. I shall get them. I'm the world's worst about picking up and putting stuff away because I have an extra countertop to stack it on. It is these Sharpie markers. It's a 24 count box and it comes in colors. And this is what I've been using to make those. And they're just regular Sharpie fine point markers in all these colors. I don't know that that's what he bought them for me to use them for, but that's how I've been using them. And it works really good, and I like it. Okay, Misty, you had wanted purple things. Well, Misty, let me ask you a question, darling, because I'm in a dilemma here. I'm making purple stuff. So I'm going to preface everything with I got 10 rolls of tape over here. Purple stuff. But here's what happened. My printer was running out of ink, and you can either answer, you don't have to answer now. My husband goes over to my mother's to monitor the printing. And he wasn't paying attention to what he was pulling from my printer. I have 45 pages of things that should not have been tinted purple that now are tinted purple. These are supposed to be turquoise. They're not. Everything. These are supposed to have a coffee dyed background. It don't. Is tinted in a purple haze color. Is this something you'd be interested in, Misty? All this purple tinted? Because these roses should be red. And so I'm just trying to figure out what to do with. He's like, well, you're going to make a purple journal not out of ephemera. So I started to cut these apart, but then I kind of stopped because 45 pages of this is what he printed me. I was not a happy camper. That was a 3-year-old fit, Brenda. That's when you're talking about those 3-year-old fits. I had one that day. School markers, if they are alcohol-based, yes. Like these, I know Sharpies are alcohol-based. Oh, thank you, Patty. They are pretty. I just don't have a use for all that purple. I mean, that's a lot of purple, 45 pages. Oh, purple is my favorite color, too. Okay, Misty, we'll figure out something on it. At least postage, because it's going to cost to send 45 pages through the mail. It shouldn't cost that much though, but I like to do it with tracking. So we'll figure out something through Messenger. I'm in several groups you're in, so you can just find me through a group. Thank you, Tanya. I just don't want to throw it away because it's pretty. They're pretty, but it's not what I really wanted. And so I kept waiting. I was like, Misty will come one day and I'll ask Misty, does she want them? This is another cover. This one was made different. It's got, this one I followed a tutorial and it's really stiff. I opened the envelope up completely, glued cardstock inside it, 110-pound cardstock, reclosed the envelope, resealed it, and glued it. Well, I glued it. I put the glue on first and then, this back to glue it back and resealed it. So, and there's only this one air pocket. And that's what I was trying to eliminate was air pockets. So I need to pop that one and redo. But this is going to be a cover for a journal. And I'm not worried about the paint on the back. But it was an experiment. Gosh, I keep finding all this stuff. Coffee dyed on, that is printed on the back of the paper. These were misprints. I don't know why they were misprints, but because they're pretty. Oh, that's a misprint because it only got the one edge. That didn't get on coffee dyed paper. That's misprint because it just got the edge. It missed the edge on that one. Because I am printing on coffee dyed paper, and that's just a plain sheet of coffee dyed paper. So I have that stack. Oh, Lordy. More tissue paper to put in a little tissue paper stack over here. But my table is getting cleaned up. I found my book pages I couldn't find the other day. It's fun when you start cleaning stuff off. Oh, and a little birdie. So more book pages. These are, this is from the Rebecca of Sunnybrook Farm Journal. Y'all, back then, they made books. This is almost like very thin cardstock. It's the thickest book paper I think I've ever used for anything. So I've saved a lot of that book paper. I think, though, I saved these because of the title. Are they all the title pages? Yes, so I was going to put these back in the book and some of the poems when I do the altered Rebecca journal. So that's what these are for. So just set those aside. A little bird. It's ephemera. Stick him down there. Another 9x12 folder to use for something. The tear out pages from the steno pad and all their ruffly stuff. And I'm going to color these with coffee dye and put them in something. Here's another. Oh, that is the same napkin. Okay, cool. Why is that wet? What happened? Let me find a paper towel. Something leaked or something over here. That I can just dry off because it's waterproof because it's been sealed. But that's another one of those napkin covers. I do have an extra one. And I did get the right napkins. So that's cool. I just don't know why everything over there is wet. Oh, that's not good. The paper is not waterproof, but the napkin is. I wanted to get the heat gun out and dry those. This was sealed on both sides. Those were not, evidently. Nope. So that is the right napkins. So let me turn these this away. And I'm going to set those aside to dry. And I will also heat gun them in a little while. So I have almost cleaned off this table. What is this? Okay. Okay, so hang on, I'll be right back. I have to reach around the table. The hubster may be back. He's off already today. Okay. This is just a piece of a napkin, but see, this is something that would make one of those little books like the Love one. It's left over from when I made the triplets. More brown paper. It's the hubster, which I do have a bag for, or a box. Where did I put the first one at? Piece of a cutoff. Just a printout. I love her. Paper to make. This is going to be pages in a journal. Very highly textured pages in a journal. Or a covers for books. I don't know yet, but I made it. So. Oh, look, a little bow. Okay. So, that's a cover. I should put that with the other covers. The napkin cover has to dry because it got wet. I don't know why. Hubster puts cups up there, and I bet one of his cups sprung a leak that he put up there. On that table, which it's a table. It's not supposed to be full of crafting supplies. But it is. So let me see if we can empty out this bowl. A key, so I can make altered keys. Oh, these are just little teeny tiny glassine baggies. I should put those up here to use in that other, the 6x6 book. There we go. And an oval. And the key. Okay, but we are making progress. Because that table's cleaned off. My table's not clean anymore, guys. My table's got a pile at one end of it. Put all my tape back over here. So this is what I was saying. I just moved that napkin. Where did I put it? That little rose napkin would work good on here. Like something like this. Definitely. Set these aside because I can use those for stuff. Paint. I have a paint bucket that paint goes in. Okay, and then this is just, I don't know what to do with it yet. So if you do make one of those folded books, because I had somebody asking how to make one, be prepared that it will never close up again. So you need a nice flat place to store it. I didn't think that through. Okay, this and this are to make papers out of. That's for Saturday. This is for covers and stuff, covers and book pages. And so let me put all my covers and pages things together. That goes over there. This goes in the other area. Stamps. There's the stamp box is down here by my feet because I had it out the other day. These are covers. Okay, these are stamps. I need to go into the stamp that I can't get to yet because it's got paper on it. An empty Ziploc baggie. Yay, we at least made an empty. Well, we had made 2 empties and I put stuff back in one. My driving glasses, which should be in my purse. Okay, this needs to go back in its little drawer spot. These go with the stickers. And even though they're not stickers, that's where they go. These go in my napkin bin. This is Saturday's project, which I'm just going to leave right here in the middle. These are other ongoing projects that we're going to work on. Y'all, I'm thinking the Halloween journal. I like my Halloween journal, but we are technically 10 days from Halloween or thereabouts. Well, it's getting close. I'm thinking we're just going to pack it up for this year and say goodbye to the Halloween journal. We'll probably do a final flip through of it on Saturday morning before we start our project. Tell it goodbye. I'm going to put it in the Ziploc baggie, zip it closed, and put it in an airtight container that I use for paper, where it will rest in peace until next year. And then we will take it back out in September and we will build it again. We'll finish it. I think that's what we're going to do with that because I'm truly ADD. I've never been diagnosed, but I'm the epitome of ADD. We have the Halloween book. As you see, I did these 2 books. I have been working on a Rebecca Sunnybrook farm, trying to figure out my pages and stuff. I've been working on ephemera for the store, ephemera for my sunflower journal. I've been very busy, but I've been doing multiple things at once. And so, yeah. And the Halloween journal was just kind of like on a whim kind of thing. It was, as I was looking through finding other images for stuff, I kept seeing Halloween images, so I saved them because Halloween's not my thing. That may be why I don't really care about it so much. I mean, I love my book. Don't get me wrong. It's just not my thing. But I want to finish it because I started it. So I think we're just going to put it away. Oh, you are so welcome, Misty. Bye, Tanya. Thank you for coming and get plenty of rest. And she may already be gone because I'm behind. Yes, I organize. That's funny. Yes, I organize by what is his intent. Well, 2 things. If I've already made it into a cover or that's what I bought it for, then it's going to go with the covers. Paint, stamps are stamps. So that's intended use. But other things are, what am I going to use? And my napkins, I have a napkin box that they go in. It's kind of both. It's kind of weird how my organization stuff works. The link to my store. Oh, Lord. Patty, it is I'm trying to think what video. I know it's on the video with the triplets. So if you scroll down to the triplets walk through the journals for those, it's on there. It should also be on the Cameo. No, I didn't put the Cameo one in the store, so I never put the link in. It's going in the store. It's just not made it there yet. Celebration video I accidentally deleted because I meant to delete something else. So that was a mistake. And I know it was on there. Or one of my wrench holders, Joe. Joe doesn't know how to do links. Oh, Hoster's back. Give me just a moment. If one of the wrench holders that can do links could put the link into the Etsy store, I would greatly appreciate it. I can't do it on here. And my computer is, yeah. I can also, Patty, I will put it on this video when it goes up. The link to the Etsy store. And he's leaving again. So now Foxy's going to go crazy because he came on the porch and he left. And my spray bottle's in the other room. Fox! Stop. Okay, Misty, thank you for coming and have a great day. Fox, stop. I will squirt you. She hates to get wet, which I just found this out. I don't know if I put it in the description box on the last live, but I know someone put it in as a link. And I can't do it on the phone. I got to teach Joe how to do links. I know, Patty, that's so funny. Mine, if I rewatch a video and they're barking and they hear themselves barking in the video, they bark at themselves. It's hilarious. Thank you, Misty. So, yeah, Patty, just the triplets, I know it's there because they're in the Etsy store still. I thought about doing an auction because I used to make jewelry and I still do on and off. Jewelry that I need to sell, but uploading it in Etsy. That's the whole reason it's not in Etsy. Uploading stuff in Etsy is a pain. Those descriptions are a pain. I don't mind doing the like the ephemera packs or the journals because it's not as detailed as a piece of jewelry. So I was thinking about maybe doing an auction, but I'm going to wait till after the holidays. Because right now everybody's spending money on the holidays are coming, and I get that. I'm saving for holidays. I don't want to spend money on an auction unless it's for a present. So I get that. See, this is book pages from a gutted book. And I need to put these with my paper stuff because these are to make tags and envelopes. But this paper is not anywhere as thick as the paper from that Rebecca Sunnybrook Farm book. And I saw Sue commented, thank you so much, Misty, for doing that. Because I know Little Man's doing stuff and I appreciate it. So thank you. Or the dude. You call yours the dude. Anyway, I know Susan had posted about doing theme journals. The sunflower journal, I kind of like the themes in a way. Because it keeps me on track because I am a sidetracked human being. And my journals would probably come up not being cohesive whatsoever if I didn't have a theme. So the theme on this one was the paper pad because I figured they put the paper pad together. It all went together. I'm good. This was just a napkin and some coffee dyed paper. Actually, these are cutoffs. Now that I'm looking at this, let's do a flip through. These are some cutoffs from, let me move this out of the way. And let's just get a plain sheet of paper as our backdrop instead of the napkins. How about that? See, this came out of a journal or it was pre-poked or something. Something happened. But anyway, it can be used for something. I don't know what this was cut offs from, but they are cut offs from paper and they fit perfect. And I put lines on the back of that one. These are when I was first practicing at printing on the back of paper, coffee dyed paper. But they're still the cut-offs. That's just coffee dyed paper. Another piece with lines on it. And those lines are the wrong direction. But hey, I got this one right. Bye, Patty. Thank you for coming. Hi, Katrine. How are you? Oh, Patty, you may not be going. You may have been saying. Bye to Misty. So this is just, these are cut-offs from something. And I folded them all up and put them together to make this little purse book. And it's going to have just this one signature. I'm not going to decorate it in any kind of way. It's just to make notes in. And I put a nice pretty page in the middle. It's just to make notes in and leave in my purse. So that's all that is. But this needs to go with my papers in my paper box. And that stuff is over here. Okay. Thank you, Susan. So, how many of y'all that are in here are planning on doing the project on Saturday, the making the little pocket book for your ephemera? But anyway, Susan, see, now I'm sidetracked again. That's why I do theme journals, is because if I don't, it's going to come up looking haphazard, no theme. So it's got to have a theme or my stuff's not going to match, because I'm just going to I'll throw the kitchen sink in the dadgum book and call it good, whether it matches the rest of the book or not, just because. So I know for me, it's better to have a theme. Now, the sunflower journal, the theme is sunflowers, but it's going to have some other things in it besides just sunflowers. I mean, it's going to have butterflies and some other fallish things. But that gave me a way to start. Plus, I purchased the Artie Mays sunflower kit. And so, kind of went from there. Because I love Artie Mays. To make which thing journal, Joy? Yeah, Susan, I know. I got to start putting it in everything. There's a way, and I need to figure it out, that you can have YouTube set up that when you go and you put a video up, it automatically, there's a description that automatically gets added to every video. So you don't have to go type it in, which I would want to be my email, my Facebook page for Foxy's Creations, and my Etsy store. I mean, because you're already on the channel. So, because I forget to go back in and edit once they're uploaded, because I get sidetracked around here doing stuff. And that's a problem. And so I know I'm not advertising, and I need to do that better. Oh, okay. I'm back. Right, it should be a part of the upload, Susan. It would be easier, and there's a way to do it. I'm going to have to figure that out, how to make it so that there's like a permanent description that goes with every one of my videos. And then if I want to add something else, I can. Because I can set it up when I'm setting up to go live, but then again, I have to have it ready to copy and paste the description box. There should be a way, and YouTube, if you're listening, or Google, because it shouldn't be difficult. It's like they make things way more harder than they have to be. Yeah, it was buffering because I was sending husband a text. He knows I'm live. I don't know why he texted me. But it went for, I was afraid it would cut the camera off. I was hoping it wouldn't, since I was, but anyway. I'm back. Yeah, I agree, Susan. It definitely should be a part of the upload, and it's not. You have to go into every video and edit that. But I don't think everybody does that. I think there's a way. Well, I should have it in the About tab. I probably don't. Because I didn't get the About tab until I had 100 subscribers. So I don't know. I don't remember if I edited the About tab when I got that or not. I'll have to look. If not, I will edit it. But there should still be a way for it to go on every video you upload. That that information goes in every video. And I got how to set up Nightbot so that I can have Nightbot putting in my link, you know, because once I set that up, it goes. And I can set it up on the computer, and even if I'm on the phone. Okay, so I'll have to edit that. Yeah, like I said, I couldn't get to About till after I hit 101 subscribers. YouTube doesn't give you an About until you hit 100. So I have to edit that. Now I'm at 354, 55. It should have been done a long time ago. I'm behind. But yeah, I have to edit that too. But there's got to be a way for it to go, put the description up so you don't have to edit it every time. And I will put that in my About information. And oh, you're fine. I say ain't all the time. It's in the Southern Dictionary because there's not a contraction for am not. There's not an amped. So instead of amped, we say ain't because there's no contraction for am not. But anyway, so let's see. We got my desk. Well, it's still, I'm not going to say it's clean, y'all, because it's not, but it's now more organized. I have just glues and stuff are going to just stay here because as a crafter, come on, we need our glue. We need our Mod Podge. We need our gesso, our water for paintbrushes. We need that. There's nowhere that can go but on my desk. This stuff over here is journals that we want to make together. That one with the 6x6. And then the little bitty one, I just got to sew the signature into this one and it's done. And pick out beads for the spine. Although, hang on, I'm going to get y'all's opinion when I find them. My friend Carol in Happy Mail sent me a baggie. Oh, that's going to fall over if I move that. But these should be in this bag down here. One moment. I found tags that I cut out that are supposed to be in the ephemera bag, and they're not. So that I can make ephemera for the store. So where are they? Here they are. I may not can find all of them, but you'll get the gist. I found the Scrabble tiles. That's going to fall over. No, it's not. I put them in this little bucket. And I painted them. And I didn't know if I want to do it or not, which is why they're not glued on. That's the end of that Glossy Accents bottle. It's barely hanging on. So let's see. An O, an L, a V. So I painted them, and then you couldn't hardly see it, so I drew over the letters with black marker. So I thought about putting these on here and just making it kind of three-dimensional. Thank you, Katrina. I keep missing your live streams. My sleep schedule is all messed up. I do watch, I just don't comment, so please don't hold that against me. But thank you so much for coming. Hi, Kathleen. And I am doing much better than I was. Other than Tuesday, I was live, but had the beginnings of a migraine. And these lights back here, I knew if I sat here and did a live, they were going to kill me because they're halogen. So what do y'all think with the Scrabble tiles? Tiles or no tiles? I just thought it was cute. And now that I have this baggie of them, it's a way to use some of them. If I drop it in my purse, it might make it easier to find. You could feel around for these in the dark. I think I like them too. I just hadn't glued them on there yet. I was holding off, but I painted them and made them match and everything. And they're the perfect size for those little letters that were already on the napkin. So let me put those back in their little cubby hole so they don't get lost. I still want to make some Christmas stuff. I found all my Christmassy stuff. I want to color these with color pencil. And then, I don't know, put them on circles or something. Last year when I made ornaments, I used my Pellon. That Pellon I had for that cover. I used it and used the One Happy Bird, is it? She cut circles and used the Pellon and put, she used triple thick. I used glossy accents because I didn't have triple thick. Works the same way. Then she put glitter. And then I would put these on there. So you could do snowflakes, which would be harder because you got to cut them out. I just wanted to do circles and put my little Santas on it. They will stay on with E6000. E6000, and that's what I was going to use to put them on with, was E6000. So, Jean, they will, with E6000, they will stay on there. So, thank you, Kathleen. And Joy, you had asked a question a while ago, and I was waiting for you to type back in about the Thing Journal, and I didn't understand what you were talking about. So, Joy, if you're still here, what Thing Journal were you talking about? The thing on Saturday? Because they, like I said, they will stay on with the E6000. So, and that's why I have the E6000 for that kind of thing. Because when you're using a journal and you're bending it and stuff, that E6000 is going to hold no matter what. You could do it on tissue paper. You would want to, the thing with the, I would cut them out of cardstock, and I'm going to tell you why. If you cut your snowflakes out of tissue paper, I'm not sure that there's a way, and I'm new at paper crafting, so there may be, to stiffen it up enough to use it as an ornament on a tree. So I would say you would want to cut them out of cardstock or thicker paper for that reason, so that you could hang it on a tree if you wanted to use it as an ornament. Now, if you're wanting to use it like a window cling, then yes, you could cut them out of the paper, add glue, put glossy accents on both sides. That kind of, I don't know that that would cling to the window, but that might make it stiff enough to work for what you're wanting. But you would definitely want to put glossy accents on it, and I would put it on a nonstick surface. We could try that, though. I have tissue paper. I have scissors. Upcoming craft ideas. Snowflakes. Now, if my snowflake cutter that we used the other day with the polymer clay, and I need to get the clay out of here. I got to get a toothpick and clean that out. Thank goodness it don't dry out. It would have been really cool if instead of just making the impressions in there, it had cut all of these little spots out. That would have been really cool. Because then I would say you could just make them out of polymer clay. Let me get a toothy pick and clean these little crevices out. That's what I like about polymer clay. It does not harden, so this is really easy to just scoop out of these little spots. I didn't realize it had that in there till I turned it upside down, and there that is. And there we go. Now I'll pick all those little tiny bits up. Put them in the garbage. I'm not saving them. They're tiny bits. But something like that. But yeah, the snowflakes. And then Brenda had an idea for us to do it in Kathy's group, was to make snowflakes as a challenge and post them. But it never came to fruition. So I Googled how to cut out snowflakes from paper. There's like directions for 6 different snowflake patterns. How to fold the paper, how to cut it. We did not do all that when we were in grade school. We just folded paper and cut and hope it came out good. At least that's what I remember doing. We folded that paper and folded the paper and folded the paper. And then we cut the paper. And they were always pretty. Bye, Patty. But it's something we could definitely try. It's going to, but for Saturday, the next few Saturdays, we are working on our Saturday project, which is the pocketbook ephemera holder. So that's what this is. This is the Saturday project. Because I'm going to do the napkin on that. And I was going to do some ahead of time, but I don't remember who it was in chat, but somebody did not want me to work on it ahead of time. We're going to do it all together from beginning to end. So it's still sitting as it was last Saturday when we went over material list. So I've not done anything in here. I've been working on that ephemera stuff to get it in the packages, to get it in the Etsy store. And that's, it's fun, but at the same time, it's a lot because I'm trying to make purple, pink, blue, yellow colored stuff. So there'll be packages that correspond with each one. So what I could do is do a snowflake ahead of time out of tissue paper and have it coated with the glossy accents. And then at least I'll know how it's going to come out. And if it fails, we'll still show that why it failed. And maybe we can, as crafters, come up with a way to fix it so it won't fail. I have one little tiny bottle of triple thick, I think, somewhere. And we might be able to use that on there because the triple thick is thicker than glossy accents, but it takes more time to cure. Glossy accents cures faster than triple thick, but triple thick is a sturdier product. In my opinion, these are just my opinions. So, oh, my table's creaking. But we have cleaned my desk off to where I can definitely work on it. I got to figure out the internet thing. I was using the hotspot. It's still spinning and spinning, so my signal could be weak on the phone today. But see, we're on the phone and it's fine. Well, no, I only have 2 little bars. That could have been my problem. But our Wi-Fi, I can't go live on the Wi-Fi. Y'all be spinning all day long. And I don't want to do that to y'all. I'd rather do this. But I did like it the other day where I could have the phone in front of me and I could see chat on the phone. So we may have to I'll figure out something. Saturday, hubby will be home. I could possibly borrow his phone for chat purposes. So I'm organized a little bit better. We're going to say goodbye to the Halloween journal on Saturday and put it away for a year. Christmas is my very favorite holiday. I want to make a wintry themed / Christmassy journal, but I don't want it to be overly Christmassy. It's going to have some Santa Claus in it and some little snowmen and stuff, but not overly done, if that makes sense. But I don't want to start on that just yet because I've got these two going. We're working on this. Rebecca Sunnybrook Farm has been the one waiting in the wings the longest to be done. But I got to reprint her pages because I printed on coffee dyed paper and they came out way too dark. So I'm thinking that's one we'll probably start soon. And I think between now and the time we work on this, I'm going to gesso some pages to see if I can eliminate some of this problem with the wrinkling. I won't glue any more in, but I will gesso them. And I love, love, love Susan's idea of using 12 by 12 paper pads cut into 4 pieces. 4 pieces. You can make 4 of these journals that way. And my steno pads, I think they had the price on them. Where did I put them off to? Oh, one moment. Oh, that one does not have a price on it. No, they don't have prices on them, but I don't know if you got them at Walmart or Dollar Tree. But they're college ruled and there's 100 sheets and my book does not even have 50. But I think it's 20 something pages in the book and I figured 3 pages glued together for each page, each, you know, front and back page is what I counted as pages. That's how many I kept and I tore the rest out. Which you saw the little stack. I tore out a pretty good bit of paper. And I'm going to coffee dye those and use those for lines on the backs of journaling cards. And because I can just glue it down to coffee dyed paper. Or the back of a journal card or something. Another idea for that was... You can get these at Dollar Tree, this magnetized notepad. This could be coffee dyed as well. And then you could put it on cardstock as a backing. So if I printed on cardstock, I could then put this as a journaling card backing or the backing of a tag for someone to journal on. So, and you get a lot of pages in here. And you get 2 magnets. My husband has forbidden me from using that one, but he did go buy me one to use. That one's on our refrigerator. But I do have one, just like it in my paper stuff, to use for the backs of pages. So. Bye, Jean. Thank you for coming. Does anybody have any questions about Saturday's project? On the previous video from last Saturday, because since I didn't go live this week yet, till today, on the video from last Saturday, the material, I have to go in and edit it. See that? I forgot. The materials, I did go over the material list several times in the video. You will need whatever you're going to use for your pages. You need to decide how big is your cover going to be. Mine's not that big, but you could go on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper, 5 inches, a 1-inch spine, 5 inches. You could technically go, if you print full size, 8.5 inches tall. Now, on the next sheet, this is 3/4 of an inch. And these need to be about 1/4 of an inch smaller. So if this is a 5-inch, this would be 4 3/4. And this is going to be 3/4. And then on the third one, that's 1/2 of an inch. And these need to go back in 1/4. So if this is 4 3/4, this would be 4 1/2. Mine are not that size. That was just, and I cover all that in the video. what materials you're going to need. I'm going to use for my paper this plus these napkins. And I'm going to use these napkins to decorate with. And that video does show a completed book. It doesn't show the process because the process is going to start Saturday. So that's what we're going to do for the next few Saturdays is that book. This project. And then Tuesday and Thursdays we can do, we may do one day where it's miscellaneous crafts, where it's like making Christmas ornaments, the snowflakes and that kind of thing. And then one day where we do journals. And that way we can get everything in. And that way I'm not doing journals every day. Because I know y'all, I love to make journals. But if y'all are like me, that's not the only thing I do. It's what I love doing. And I need to keep doing it because practice makes better. But it's not what you want to see every time I go live. That's what I'm trying to say. Now, the altered book is going to be a little bit different because I kept the pages in, glued pages together, kind of like I did here. I don't know. I haven't yet figured out what I'm doing with the cover of the Rebecca of Sunnybrook Farm because the cover is in good condition. It's just a little dirty. I've got to figure out how to clean it without damaging it. But it's the same kind of thing. I tore out, and now in that book, because it's different than this, I tore out pages in between pages, and that needs to be re-glued. Well, I can re-glue that. That's not a problem. Anyway, ignore that. It's the altered book where you keep a page, tear out like 5 or 6 pages, keep a page, and then you glue those together. So, and it's going to be in the Rebecca of Sunnybrook Farm book. It is still going to be Rebecca of Sunnybrook Farm. What I decided to do was I went and looked up other images because the book is now in public domain. So I have downloaded other images that are not in my book to put in that book. So it's going to be mainly, there's no story going to be left in there really. It's mainly going to be pictures. And the pictures will tell the story. That's what I'm planning. So that's what I'm planning. I've not seen one done that way, but it's keeping the cover intact. I kept all the images that were in that book are still in that book because I love those images. So we're going to start that. I can't print till Monday. Probably we're not going to start that probably before Thursday. So Tuesday, we may be doing a crafty kind of, I don't know, snowflakey thing. I don't know. But it won't. Or we could work on this one day before I start a new one. And I'll just sew some pages in between making ephemera to go in the Etsy store. So, well, yeah, we've been on here for like 2 hours. So I'm going to go on and get off. I appreciate y'all coming on and talking with me while I cleaned up and got some organization going. I feel much better about my space. I got one whole thing cleaned off. I got better organized over here, which, I mean, it's over here. When I say over here, it's to my left. I have my one Ziploc baggie full of stuff for making the ephemera out of. I've got all my covers together, all my now it's in where I can put it away and it makes sense to me, which is what it wasn't before. So we can definitely do that, or I can get that done now that I made a start. And I appreciate y'all coming. Like I said, I appreciate y'all sitting here and chatting with me while I did that because it's more fun to clean or organize when you're talking to other people, and it makes it go so much quicker. So I appreciate y'all doing that Saturday at 1 at 2 Eastern, we are going to be working on this pocketbook for our ephemera ideas. And everybody's is going to be different. And this one is going to be a little different than the last. Oh, hang on. I'm about to sneeze. Than the prototype, because I figured out how to make pockets with gussets. So that's going to help make the pockets more expandable. And I'll show you all that on Saturday. When we get to that step, it may not be Saturday, because I know Saturday we're going to work on the assembling and the cover of this. So I will see y'all Saturday. Y'all have a great rest of your week. And hope to see you all in a live at some point now that I'm feeling better. And I'll talk to everybody on Saturday. Bye, everybody. And thank you for coming.